on a higher octave, toxic eyes wide staring at the apocalypse, sipping from pearl goblets with gold droplets. The cover that I write in my tablet is all ostrich songs and elegant songs that I call my hostage. Harmonica plays with a xylophone and pays homage, exposing fake theories into quantum physics. More than the floors in the Compton visit. That's why I play in the clubs, a lot of girls and thugs. Wu-Tang thought I was a kid the way I play with. Don't underestimate the power, instead you should bless the Kate. Barbershop talk, axe around, I'm in the best debates.
Heard you still calling the deal, you ain't all when they want, so you ain't driving for real, man, damn. Spent your whole budget on cribs and the heels and called it work, but nothing to show but you crashed out. Cold bossing over and no closing from the exposure, the three like the real they had to get. Going hard and down in the yard with all the Afro beef.
Yep.
Good shot.
I like that.
I see you.
She's on fire.
Stay left, Danny.
Oh, okay.
I made a sacrifice around the time I couldn't afford a sack of rice. So when I got it blown like a saxophone with bad advice and shit like false perception, get decided plus you sold the rice to all the writers, spend it all on ice. No cake with all that ice. What you gonna do next? Pawn shop price. Rich song cut my and they drop. Tired of on your neck, I'm on your ass cop. Pride of my he got out and gave his nose clean. Hold my brother down, I'm standing 10 until my toes sting. Pretty girl, PG County got me in the choke. I mean, if she on my mind, she
2K Sports welcomes you to the fall of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. It's the Badgers facing the Houston Rockets. Tip-off goes to Houston. Let's check out Pittsburgh's starting lineup. Jordan Poole is out there with Brooks. And it's Hopkins in at the center position. Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the regular season, Richard, is finally here. I am excited to work with you again this season. Cannot wait for the schedule.
Oh, to work with you guys, man. You're a legend, and it's always an interesting journey. We're fired up. These teams are fired up. Let the games begin.
Shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
Look, Green is one of those players that always finds a way to create something offensively that gets his team good looks.
Both free throws good from Green.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Now Brooks. Pass to Poole. The shot. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Green. Okoye kicks to Şengün. Passes it to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul, second team foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Rockets, Alfred Şengün.
The free throw dropped for Şengün. Williamson is checked in for Pittsburgh. Şengün hits them both. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Badgers. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Williamson, stolen by Thompson. Whitmore with it. the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the Badgers with possession here. Following the score by Houston to the left side wing. Here's Wayans, 6 to shoot. Here's Whitmore. Pass to Şengün. Williamson with the block. Brooks, the pass to Williamson. Brooks, left side. Over Whitmore. Here's Wayans. He's covered by Thompson. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Thompson against Brooks. Inside, here's Wayans. Poole on the wing. Here's Brooks. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Thompson passes to Okoye. Yes, that goes in.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now, here's Poole. Here's Brooks. At the elbow, Williamson. And the pass to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson in the post. Guarded by Green. And there's Williamson on the assist from Poole.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And Richard, I tell you what, Jordan Poole has become one heck of an NBA player.
A star, if you will. Goes to show that you don't have to be a high recruit coming out of high school. He barely snuck in the top 100 list.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Brooks. No scoring in this one. And Poole gets it to go.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Brooks against Thompson. To the inside. Here's Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Brooks. The kick out to Poole. Down low, Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here's Mosley. Dobbins. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Brooks. Stolen by Okoye. Here's Mosley. The 8-footer. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And that's going to be a foul on Pittsburgh. Rockets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Both teams will make substitutions. And Pittsburgh with the possession here. 4-point game. Poole on the wing. Pass to Nichols. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Here's the ball.
Rockets leading by 4. Serb, guarded by Poole. Here's Serb, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Here's Nichols, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so here is Houston. Serb, guarded by Poole. Passes it to Byers. Here's Mosley. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Moore with the block. Here's Mosley. Pulls up. And they recover it. The 19-footer is on the money. And so Poole will bring it up for the Badgers. Trailing by 4. And it'll be the Badgers with their first time out of the game right here. So Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. Here's Hunt. He kicks it to Brackens. Pass to Hunt. Clock at 4. Fires top of the key. It's good. Houston in the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 3. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That'll be jump ball.
And the Rockets with possession here. Yep, it counts. And the Rockets lead by 4.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Out left to the wing. Brackens the pass to Apollo. To the left wing. All alone. Brackens no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now the pass to Byers. Floats one. Here's Hunt. Feeds it to Markkanen. An even 3-on-3 break. Moore right side. 34 seconds left in the first. It's rebounded by Okpala. Pittsburgh trails by 4. To the paint. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Out to the wing. Here's Mosley. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 6 points for him.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And if you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
On the court right now for the Badgers. Brooks is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Wayans in at the 3 slot. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people. But look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Pass to Mosley. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Şengün. He's guarded closely. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Whitmore. Olsen, headed by Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jalen Green.
First team foul.
For Pittsburgh, they've shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Richard, how about this? A lot of guys you played with are still in the league today. Does that affect your analysis of their play?
Oh, 100%. Nothing about me is impartial. If I don't like somebody, I'll say it to them, and I'll say it on TV. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, all kidding aside, I respect all of these guys, and I try and be as fair as possible.
Here's Mosley. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. Jalen Green is trying to reach his potential as a star in this league. He says things are starting to slow down for me. I'm recognizing the game a lot more and understanding what my role is. I'm locked in, and hopefully I'll give my team a chance to win and just take my game to another level, becoming a lot more efficient and aggressive. Kevin, back to you.
All right. Thanks, D.A. Brooks misses. Rockets leading by 3. Right wing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here is Brooks. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Wayans. 4 on the clock. Brooks with no one around. Offensive rebound. Wayans, the pass to Olsen. Brooks outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Morris checked in for Okoye. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
To Houston. And your Rocket captain. Ladies and gentlemen, your
second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Had the space there, but it's offline. It's a close game here in Houston. Poole kicks to Brooks. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Mosley. Brooks covering. Moore outside. To the middle. Here's Mosley. Another miss by Houston.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Pass to Wayans. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Now here's Green. He's got 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Şengün. It's good. Şengün's got 6.
The dime dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
And here's Brooks. He's got 7. Wayans with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brooks outside. The pass to Olsen. Back to Brooks. Stolen. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Poole finds Brooks. Here's Wayans. Fires the 3. Now Brooks. The kick out to Poole. Green with the ball. Picked up by Poole. Pass to Mosley. Now Şengün out to the right wing. Whitmore. Good on the triple. He's got 7.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Poole on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Poole's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called for the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. After the Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Mosley. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Brooks.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to Brackets. Kicks to Wayans. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Amen Thompson. What's the status, David?
Guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. He told me that it's definitely a broken elbow, obviously a very serious injury. Unfortunately, he's going to be out for a while. This is an injury that takes some time to heal. That's tough news. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Rockets trail by 5. Here's serve. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
Pittsburgh leading by 5. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. Unfortunately, he has torn ligaments in his elbow. This is certainly not the way they wanted to begin the season. I guess it's never too early to start tinkering with the lineup. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Hunt, and play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Green, no luck. The Badgers leading by 3. It's deflected, passes it to Brackets.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Here's serve, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And that's going to be a foul in Pittsburgh.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Pittsburgh.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
He doesn't get the second one.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Basket counts. Now it's a 7-point Pittsburgh lead.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Bracken's gone 2 of 4 from the field. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. Step back on that one, let it fly.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Rocket 6. The pass to Akpom. Bracken's down low. Can't get it to fall. Rockets trail by 5. Over in the corner, Green. Green draws the double. Here's Moore. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
Out to the wing. Here's Hunt. Unable to get that one.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Pittsburgh leading by 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Takes a 3. Reckons no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Badgers. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. For Pittsburgh, Kenny, give us your take.
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the pace, the flow. very efficient. Valuing possessions.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Pittsburgh with the possession here. 3-point lead. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Pass to Poole. And Brooks. Here we go. Six to shoot. Second chance shot. Got a hand on it. And for the Badgers, they've got Jordan Poole. He's out there with Brooks. And it's Olsen in at the 4 spot. Back to Şengün. And it's blocked. Here's Poole. He doesn't hit that one.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Rockets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And so he hits both. Brooks with it. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Yep, that one goes in there. Brooks has got 9.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Şengün. From 16 feet away, he pins it. Şengün's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And the Rockets with possession here. Pass to Whitmore. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 9.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Hey, Greg, here we are watching Cam Whitmore. What impresses you most about his game?
Kevin, for me, I think it's his toughness. He's not afraid to get physical underneath the basket, and I really love how gritty he is on the D as well.
On the clock. 3-pointer, Brooks. The offensive rebound, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Passes to Hopkins. Poole on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And the powerful one-handed slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Dobbins. Again, the Rockets score.
A very skilled finisher inside. Even with defenders close, he'll find a way to score.
Brooks outside. The pass to Hopkins. Back to Brooks. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Badgers lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Houston moving the ball around. Releases. And he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 10. Here's Poole. He's got 7. Over to the left wing. Kicks to Wayans. Gets an open look and hits. Wayans got the lead up to 7 now for Pittsburgh.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be a long way.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Morris checked in for Houston. And Pittsburgh also making a switch. Brooks checked in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Mosley. Guarded by Poole. More up top.
Right here.
Inside. Here's Şengün. And he banks in the lane. Şengün's got 10 points in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Poole against Green. Back to Poole. Pass to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. Misses off the right eye.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Mosley. The Badgers pull it in.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Poole. The 3. Pittsburgh gets it back with a new 14. Pass to Wayans. Out to Brooks. More outside. Driving to the basket.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing we need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Brooks. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Houston making a switch. And that one falls for Brooks. Here's Mosley. 8 points for him. Down low. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. So Pittsburgh ends up going with a whole new group. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Outside, Green. And a miss there on the triple.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. lays it straight in.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Pittsburgh leading by 8.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Hunt.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Should have to Markkanen. 4 on the shot clock. Over Byers. And he dunks it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. Defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Can they get it? And the shot is good. And that's 11 points for Cam Whitmore. 1:24 left in the third. Here's Hunt. Over in the corner, Williamson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And the Rockets making a change here. Washington's checked in. And that's a foul called on Lowry Markkanen. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Team foul. For your Rockets.
And so it's Houston with it. Green, bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Whitmore. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Kershaw. He's guarded by Williams. Hunt. That 3 off the mark. Gets trailed by 6. On the wing, Williams. The tray. That shot, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Kershaw. Yep, that one goes.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Goes up on the high post. Goes back up. Misses at the rim. Here's Hunt. He's guarded by Williams. Hunt with the bucket. And now a 10-point Badger lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Substitution on the court.
He got it up. Off the mark. And it's Pittsburgh with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've got good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rockets trail by 10. They've got Whitmore. Alperin Sengun out there with Green. And it's Moore in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. In the corner, it's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Green against Brooks. Poole on the wing. Passes it to Olsen. Clock at 6. Going inside. Here's Wayans. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Pittsburgh ends up going with the whole new group. Pass to Whitmore. 6 on the shot clock. Moore outside. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Badgers. 8-point game. Here's Hunt. Shangun covering. To the paint. That's tipped. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now, Whitmore. Here's the lob to the hoop. The dive for the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Hunt. Hits the jumper in space. Hunt's got the lead up to 10 now for Pittsburgh.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Green passes to Shangun. And Shangun throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now the dish to Brackett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. The Badgers working the ball around now. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Houston.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. No good from Moore.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Shangun, no good. The Badgers leading by 10. Here's Wayans, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stakes for Pittsburgh?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Good on both. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Green, the pass to Moore. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Moore's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Now, here's Poole. He's guarded closely. Hopkins to by Green.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
For the three, and he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
The drive by Brooks.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And he knocks down the first one.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And both free throws good for Brooks. And the Rockets with possession here. They trail by 11. Pass to Whitmore. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots. Pittsburgh leading by 9. Now, here's Poole. outside. Back to Poole. Shot clock at 5. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Whitmore with it. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Olsen passes to Poole. Brooks, left side. Here's Hopkins. No good on the 3. It's trailed by 11. From deep, more. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
In for your Rockets.
And there's the pass to Şengün. The Badgers pull it in. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Mosley. Brooks covering. Pass to Şengün. In transition, here come the Badgers. Passes it to Hopkins. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Over to the wing. To the inside. Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And Green gets it to go.
Making things happen amongst those trees, Green. He's pretty relentless.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Brooks outside. There's a pass to Olsen. The Badgers working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Brooks dishes to Wayans. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Pass to Hopkins. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Mosley. And it's Wayans with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Brooks for 3. 58 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Goes up again. Misses the layup.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Outside, Green. Traps in the tray.
He can get it done off the dribble or off the catch. Green is just a flat-out shooter.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Brooks kicks to Poole. Back to Brooks. 5 to shoot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the defense gets tripped up by the screen, leaving him free to take his shot. Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle. It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So it's the Badgers picking up a win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
How about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Comiéndome las luces y todos los pares. Ey, tirándose celulares. Deprisa igual care. Buscando una chori. Que el corazón me repare. Mami, que me bese y me lo pare. Pero, ey, no hay una que a ti se compare. No, 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 no. No, no. Ey, y ando por ahí en la ciudad.